After a long week at school, a good laugh is just what many of us need. The Comedy Arena in downtown McKinney gives us just that. We can faintly hear the jingle bells, and with the holidays quickly approaching and COVID-19 still trying to be the Grinch and steal Christmas, Sailor Jane McKenzie explores how Cornerstone Christmas will fare differently this year. And since the holidays are just around the corner, so is the new year. Luckily, Julia Bizion found a way for us to still meet a popular 2020 resolution.
Live from Studio 301 at Prosper High School, this is Eagle Nation News.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Friday, November 6th. I'm Ridge Daniel.
And from 6 feet away, I'm Grace Esquibel.
This year's election has been a highly contested one. In the race to get 270 electoral votes in order to win the presidency, former Vice President Joe Biden currently leads over President Donald Trump with 264 votes to 214. Most states have already been called, but those remaining are Nevada, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Alaska. Biden is ahead in Nevada, Pennsylvania, and Georgia, while Trump has the lead in North Carolina and Alaska.
Democratic activist Sarah McBride is set to become the first person who publicly identifies as transgender to serve as a state senator. Her win on Tuesday with about 73% of the votes in Delaware makes her the first LGBTQ+ individual ever elected to the state's legislature. McBride hopes to show kids in the LGBTQ+ community that their country's democracy has a place for them.
Sean Connery, the famed Scottish actor, passed away last weekend. This was sorrowful news for many, as the beloved actor was a part of multiple hit movies. He was the first actor to portray the character James Bond in film. He also won an Oscar in 1988 for his role in the movie The Untouchables. Some of his other works included The Hunt for Red October, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and The Rock.
Because of COVID-19, Halloween looked rather different this year. Allison Wood reports on how the Talanettes kept the Halloween spirit alive in spite of the continuing pandemic.
On October 31st, the Prosper Talanettes held their annual mini dance clinic for kids kindergarten through 8th grade. This year, there was a spooky spirit in the air. The participants were encouraged to wear Halloween costumes to the event, and they received glittery Halloween-colored t-shirts. The dancers also performed the well-known Halloween hit Monster Mash.
It was definitely a good experience for the kids because they got to dress up, and so they got to go out at least somewhere with their costumes and have a good time with friends and learn a kind of fun, spooky Halloween dance.
During the event, COVID-19 procedures were still followed. The participants were assigned a special spot to stay in while dancing, and all dancers were encouraged to wear masks. COVID-19 did not stop the dancers from learning new routines, proving that holiday activities can still continue even during a pandemic. I'm Allison Wood, reporting for ENN.
Thanks to the Talanettes for putting on a great dance clinic. You can catch our Prosper Talanettes at any home football game. Speaking of sports, Cade Richardson is in studio with our Game Time Sports Update.
Thank you, Ridge. The Prosper Cross Country team had its district meet this Saturday. The girls team finished in second place, qualifying for regionals, with Aubrey O'Connell placing second and Kate Parsons following in fifth. The boys team placed fourth, led by district champion Dawson Savoda, and following only seconds behind was Jack Johnston, who ended the race as district runner-up. Moving from the course to the court, the Lady Eagles volleyball team crushed McKinney Tuesday night, winning quickly in only 3 sets, 25-11, 25-9, and 25-11, moving to 12-2 on the year. This team looks to continue its dominance tonight at McKinney Boyd. In Prosper football news, the Eagles defeated McKinney 27-17 Thursday night, which moves on a 4-1 on the season. Moving on from high school gridiron to the pros, the Dallas Cowboys looked shaky once again Sunday night, falling to 2-6 on the year after a 23-9 loss to division rival Philadelphia Eagles. The Cowboys look to get back on track Sunday night against the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers. One team that's already on track is the Prosper swimming and diving team, whose season is now underway. Caden De La Garza dives into the team's growing expectation, and how Coach Sullivan is preparing his athletes both inside and outside of the pool.
Truthfully, I'm just blessed to be able to start coaching again right now.
Prosper swimming coach Trey Sullivan has been nothing but successful during his time with Prosper. Last year, having a state season constantly motivates him and his swimmers to reach faster times.
Everyone is just doing great. I mean, we started off, some of our kids were going like a 32, and now they're going 28 on the 50 free. And that's, the girls, on the girls' side. You know, the boys' side too is like we're still dropping time right now.
Coach Sullivan's team is more than just swimmers to him. He wants his team to be better people than they are athletes. Exclaiming how a better person makes a better teammate.
Well, first of all, is I want a good person. I want good people on the team. Without good people on the team, you know, with good character traits and stuff like that, it's going to fall apart. You know, I don't care. You can see professionals. They'll come in. You see it on the news and stuff like that, and they're great talents, but they don't have the character trait, and they come into a team, and it's just sort of implodes from there.
The way that Coach Sullivan has been mentoring his swimmers in and out of the pool has reflected their impressive times on the stopwatch. With the way Coach Sullivan has been coaching and the way the athletes have been performing, there could be some state champions in the making. I'm Caden Lagarza, reporting with ENN.
After the break, we'll hear about one PHS teacher's journey through the U.S. Marines.
Veterans Day is just around the corner, and we take this time to honor those who have served our country. Madeline Wentz spoke with a PHS veteran to learn more about his experiences in the armed services.
When a person is seen in uniform, others are quick to thank them for their service. But not every brave soldier, active or retired, is in camouflage. FFA teacher Joe Molina served in the U.S. Marines for 5 years from 2004 to 2009.
I was a CH-53 helicopter mechanic and aerial gunner. I worked on the fuel systems as part of the flight line mechanic crew. It was difficult spending time away from family and friends. Luckily, I was able to be in pretty much constant contact with them.
Molina served all over the world, in Iraq, Japan, Indonesia, and on a MEU, where he waited on an aircraft carrier until a threat arose.
Challenges I faced in the Marine Corps was definitely being in Iraq. It's a pretty harsh environment. We worked 12-hour days, 7 days a week for 6 months, no real off time. Boot camp was obviously was a pretty big challenge. It's designed to be that way. They break you down to build you back up and make you into a Marine.
His service in the Marines, though challenging and brutal at times, was rewarding for Molina. It taught him tact, strengthened the work ethic he had, and helped him become the person he is today.
If you're not sure what your next plans are, think about the armed forces. Definitely not for everybody, but the benefits are huge. They can make you into a new person. They can teach you that discipline and tact that I definitely needed, and it also paid for my college and my master's and is helping pay for my home.
Mr. Molina is just one of the veterans who has risked their lives for the American people. Veterans Day is coming up on Wednesday, November 11th, and is a time to honor those and thank those who have served. I'm Madeline Wentz, reporting for ENN.
Moving on from those who inspire us to those who provide us entertainment and a bit of laughter, Ritha Kama is in studio with this week's Town Talk.
On Halloween last week, Paris Hilton claimed to be beyond embarrassed as she had thought trick-or-treating was illegal this year. Because of her lack of candy, Paris Hilton offered the trick-or-treaters selfies with her in place of her usual tubs of candy. This was able to satisfy many fans and trick-or-treaters as they uploaded these selfies onto social media. On a more serious note, after losing an infant son, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend expressed their sadness over social media. To honor her late son, Teigen revealed a new tattoo of her son's name Jack in memory of him. Television host Jeannie May also experienced sadness as her journey on Dancing with the Stars has come to an end due to her emergency operation for a throat abscess. She was lucky to have found out because if she had waited only a day more, her throat could have closed up. The star is currently in hospitalization and has expressed that she is sad to have to leave the show. Unfortunately, this health condition ended this dancer's season, but Julia B. Zion is on scene at F45 training to tell us about how we can keep our own health at a T.
People often make excuses not to go to the gym. It's too far, they're too busy, or it's just not fun. But there's a gym that offers unique workouts that only last 45 minutes, putting an end to these cover stories.
F45 stands for Functional 45-Minute Training. You come in, you are out the door in 45 minutes, and you burn a lot of calories.
It's scalable to any age and any condition. And we have people coming in that, again, they're ripped and shredded, and we have folks coming in there just trying to get themselves back in shape. People make really true transformations.
It's a super electric environment, great music, trainers motivating you, and it's just a lot of fun.
Here you'll never see the same workout twice, allowing you to step out of your comfort zone and avoid gym burnout. If you're looking for a great workout with a convenient location and that's time friendly, you should definitely check out F45 Training in Prosper. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Julia B. Zion.
Staying active during the holiday season is important. On the topic of the holidays, after the break, Sailor Jane McKenzie gives us a look into how one organization makes Christmas special for those less fortunate.
Every year, philanthropic organizations come together to give the less fortunate a Christmas to remember. Sailor Jane McKenzie highlights Cornerstone Christmas and their efforts to make this year's Christmas one for the books.
Cornerstone Christmas is a nonprofit that offers help to those who need it through the busy time filled with winter festivities. Due to COVID-19 concerns, Cornerstone Christmas cannot be held in person this year. However, like many things in 2020, Cornerstone is pivoting in a different direction with community health in mind.
We really want to help the families who have struggled this year. Christmas can be a burden to the families who lost a job or just had an illness, something along those lines. And so we just really want to make sure that we provide a blessing to these families. So that is really the intent of Cornerstone Christmas.
For the 2020 version of Cornerstone Christmas, neighbors will attend one of 3 events in early December. Here, they will shop for gifts from a special online store created just for them.
We work with families who struggle financially. We help them pay some bills. We work with them on how to budget. We work with them on how to get and maintain a job, those kinds of things. So we're really trying to make sure that the families that we work with, when they're done with us, they no longer need us or any other nonprofit.
The core principles of Cornerstone Christmas consist of displaying dignity within neighbor families and delivering the morning Christmas surprise to those who are less fortunate. With new regulations, these principles remain unchanged. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Sailor Jane McKenzie.
Great initiatives like Cornerstone Christmas haven't been stopped by COVID, and neither will the Pisd graduation celebration. We have Zach Manning in studio with today's edition of The Perch to learn more about this unique event.
Thanks, Ridge. I'm your host, Zach Manning, and here with me today I have Miss Gwen Ray. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. So I know that you're you're the president of the Pisd graduation celebration. So what do you do?
Coordinate all the parent volunteers to help make this event a success.
Awesome. So what is graduation celebration?
Graduation Celebration is an event for the seniors in Pisd. It's a nonprofit that parent volunteers work to do. It is put together to educate our seniors in the dangers of drug and alcohol use. It used to be called Project Graduation, but with the addition of a second high school, we decided it was time to reinvent it.
Of course. So graduation celebration isn't until May, so why is it so important to publicize it now?
So in the years past, seniors had to purchase a ticket to attend this event. Ticket prices ranged from $50 to $150. This year we've decided we want this event to be free. There's over 1,000 seniors in Prosper ISD though, so in order for this event to be successful, we need to raise over $100,000. There'll be t-shirt sales, opportunities to donate, fundraisers. We're doing a honey baked ham fundraiser right now. You can go to the senior tab on the ISD website to learn more information about that.
Awesome, sounds like fun. So why should seniors go to this celebration?
Because it's going to be a lot of fun. Both Rock Hill and Prosper seniors will get to come together for one last celebration. There'll be inflatables, water slides, games, food, a surprise from the senior parents, a movie on the football field, and a big giveaway. Our goal, if we raise enough money, is for every senior to leave with a prize. In years past, we've been able to raffle off MacBooks, we've been able to raffle off AirPods, Apple Watches, Bose, stereos, Apple TVs. So our initiative and our goal is for every senior to walk away with something.
Awesome, well that sounds like a lot of fun. Just like this school year's graduation ceremony, a local comedy club has recently had to adjust its normal setting in order to follow COVID restrictions. Emily Baldwin shines light on the club and the big changes coming to its space.
The Comedy Arena is a comedy club located in downtown McKinney, supporting aspiring comedians and providing a fun hangout for people of all ages.
At the Comedy Arena, we do all different types of comedy shows. That includes stand-up shows, improv shows, where everything's made up on the spot based on audience suggestions. We've got some really awesome performers and talent that take our stages too, that really makes this more than just a show, but it's more of a community for people.
The Comedy Arena is taking advantage of their COVID-19 shutdown and is remodeling their building to expand their business from just comedy to even more.
So the stage is moving upstairs to the second floor, and the first floor is going to be replaced with a bar and a restaurant and a lounge. We're not just going to be open for shows, we'll be open for coffee, lunch, dinner, plus comedy shows as well.
Although the Comedy Arena is under renovations, you can still get your comedy fix outside.
Right now we're doing shows on the weekends, and currently they are outdoors.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Emily Baldwin, downtown McKinney.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. I'm Grace Esquibel.
And I'm Ridge Daniel. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.